My name is Brian Reynolds, world record holder for bilateral amputees for the 10K. I have a wife and 3 kids, work full time, and when I have the time on the side, I like to go on some crazy adventures. Coming up, I have Leadville 100-mile race. Typically, I'm a road racer and I've never done an ultra distance, so this is a huge step outside my comfort zone. I'm going up to altitude over 10,000 feet for the entire race is going to be interesting, as well as just the distance in general. I feel excited, scared, terrified, anxious, and about every other emotion that you can think of, depending on the minute. The farthest I've ever run is 30 miles. Because of the pounding and friction that my legs take, I can't run as much.
How much do you have footage right now?
Leadville.
Woo!
Good luck, man. Thanks.
So I don't know what's gonna happen here. After we hit 30 miles, it's one gigantic question mark. You can got a little bit of squirrel's nut butter on there, but here's where I chafe the most.
And before every run, you gotta...
Yeah, every single run, anti-chafe.
Yeah.
Squirrel's nut butter. Yeah, growing up as a double amputee, I didn't really have much expectations for myself. I figured I could get like a desk job and get through life in that manner. I never had any dreams or goals or aspirations to do racing in general or cardio or mountains, etc. And I think a large part of it is I didn't know that I could. I spent most of my life not doing any of these crazy events or just running in general. I got into running after college. Actually, at that point in time, I couldn't have walked a mile if you put $1 million at the end of it. It's given me something that I never thought was attainable.
We got good luck charms.
Like a 60 to 65% decline. So I don't know how you want to handle that, but start thinking about that. Here we go, bud. Let's go! Let's go! 10 meters, 10 meters, 10 meters. Let's go, let's go. Here we go, Brian. Bring the running legs.
I was born with an autoimmune disorder, which kind of made me like the original bubble boy. I got just about every single sort of sickness and combination of sicknesses you can. And because of this autoimmune disorder, it made me really susceptible to any sort of illness. At the age of 4, I contracted a rare form of meningitis called meningococcemia. So 30 years ago when I contracted it, I believe it was below 5% survival rate. And that's because it's really hard to diagnose. One of the most common phrases associated with meningococcemia is healthy at breakfast and dead at dinner. So I think growing up I probably did what like most of the average kids did sports-wise, but that was like outside of school. Inside of school, I was much more reserved. Like I was allowed to skip gym lessons, and if I could go back on it now and change it, like I wish that I had not been given the easy way out on that, because if I could run on a baseball field, there was no reason why I shouldn't run in gym class. That was largely due to my insecurities on my own legs. I wore pants for most of my life. I didn't start wearing shorts until I was 24, I think. I was at the gym and it was not air conditioned and it was the middle of summer and it was probably like 120 degrees in there and I was wearing pants. And that's like, I switched at that point. I grabbed a pair of shorts for my brother and went and put them on and like came out of the locker room all shy and like nobody even looked twice at me, and that's when I was like, I've just been an idiot for the last 20 years. Like, nobody gives a damn. They already knew anyways, and I've just been torturing myself. But It was really getting over that mental hurdle, and it was almost like a shackle in my mind that, to me, it kept me from reaching my full potential. I was so shy and closed off, and that led me to not taking advantage of experiences that I should have.
All right, boys, what's the plan today? To not die.
I'm working on the 7 summits. I've done Aconcagua so far, and I have 6 more to do, 1 on each continent, and hopefully ending with Mount Everest in 2025. So 10 years ago, I hiked Mount Kilimanjaro. That was kind of like the start of my big endurance trips. But in February this year of 2023, I went to South America and hiked Aconcagua. It was, at least for me, one of the craziest things I've done. I've never really done alpine hiking before. Like, I've done a little bit of stuff in New Hampshire, but nothing like this where you're on a mountain that can legitimately kill you.
The adventure begins.
So, yeah.
I came back from it, and my wife and friends were like, well, you said it was terrible. I was like, yeah, but it was also awesome. And they're like, so you're not going to stop doing this? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to stop doing this. It's full steam ahead.
Woo! We made it! The top of South America! One of the hardest things I've ever physically done.
Well, by the next aid station, you'll definitely have some kind of craving, so we'll find out what that is. Here we go.
When we're talking about a race like Leadville, where we have 100 miles and different types of terrain involved, there's actually going to be more sets of legs involved than just the running legs. I have running legs that cost somewhere around $30,000 a piece. And I get new ones almost every year. It's an unattainable cost for, let's say, 99% of amputees. I wouldn't be here without all the support that I've gotten from friends, family, and amazing companies, whether it's Roll Recovery keeping me not injured, or Brooks helping me out, and then my prosthetic company. I quite literally would not be here without them. There's no other way to put it. without the amazing product of their prosthetics that they give me, zero chance any of this happens.
You're doing awesome. Anything else you want to say at this point?
No.
You're
Ready to push on to the top.
They're right there.
Hi guys. Where's the 50-mile marker?
Right around this area. They had a point like here, and then one down there, so you definitely had
I've been in races, whether it was the Boston Marathon this year or other races where like everything is falling apart, but the fact that I am out there and able to do something like this is what brings me back. It pulls me back from the depths of miseries.
Oh my god. I didn't think I'd get here today.